everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of CPAC Live. I've just come back to town from the Tulsa rally, which was awesome. As many of you know, that I grew up in Wichita, Kansas, which is less than 3 hours away from the Tulsa rally. It was great to be with all of these great Trump supporters, including some of his surrogates like Diamond and Silk, and so many of the Black voices for Trump, which I was lucky enough to fly down with and just have great conversations about the meaning of Juneteenth and what Blacks in America today are facing and why they love what they're hearing from President Trump and how they were the beneficiaries of this great Trump economy, which we have to get back on track. There's been a little press about the Tulsa rally and the fact that the crowd was not as big as anticipated. I will tell you, I was there. It was pretty packed except for the upper rafters of the arena, and I think there's a reason for that. And like with most things, I don't think most people in the media are getting it right. I think there's been so much angst and concern over the fact that our cities have literally been lit on fire. St. John's Church was lit on fire right across from the White House. These statues are getting ripped down left and right. They're going to take down a statue of Teddy Roosevelt in New York City. The president who dined in the White House for the very first time in our history with an African-American, Booker T. Washington, that statue's coming down. With all of this Antifa and Black Lives Matter foment and this effort to defund police, I know a lot of people decided not to go because they just worried about violence. 3 people, members of my family, were going to go to the rally, but at the end, it was just too much uncertainty. The other thing is there had so many people request tickets that actually caused a lot of people not to go because they thought they wouldn't even be able to get near the joint. And I can tell you, being down on the ground, there was so much security. Even finding a way to get in was very complicated because they were taking all these precautions for the protests. The good news is Tulsa was the first step back, and there are many more rallies to come. I'm sure they'll figure out how to even work the crowd better in this new order we're in with the Chinese coronavirus and all of these rioters around. So be of good cheer. The good news is there was no lack of enthusiasm in Tulsa. People are still really wanting to get out of their houses, get back to work, and also show their support for President Trump. And it was my honor to be able to do that. And we have a great show for you today. We have 2 great members of Congress